worked last night, and the exhaustion is real. The week before the last full moon in Libra, and the week after this week, on the nights that I have been off from work, I have been waking up constantly at between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. Now, the witching hour, where the veil is the thinnest, is around 3:30 to 4 o'clock. And I've been experiencing these massive third eye headaches. They start right here, and they sort of span across my forehead, and I've had these really, really high levels of anxiety, and not anxiety for anything in particular, because there's really nothing in particular that is bothering me. So I reached out to a tarot reader that I know recently, and I said, I know what you're saying.
I can make I need coffee.
What she said to me was,
this is happening, right?
I'm reaching a point where the messages come through a lot faster to the next level of vibration. So like with you feel around certain people, or in certain environments, or in certain places, whether you either feel really, really comfortable at your core, or you feel extremely uncomfortable, like extremely loose. So it's a vibration. Every feeling has a vibration. Every idea has a vibration. Every frequency that we emit, it's a vibration. It creates space for something else. If you plant a seed and you nurture it, and you love it, and you water it, it'll sprout into whatever plant it was that you planted. The same thing with divine messages, and the same thing with the vibrational idea is something that you create unto the world. So the Libra full moon that we just had, a majority of people have reached out to me that were like, wow, you were crying on a video. It's crazy. Why are you crying on a video? That's insane. It was going through a really hard time then too. Oh my gosh, a lot of shit came up for me that I haven't dealt with in a really long time. And I said, well, yeah, because the last full moon brought up things that we've never looked at. I saw visions in my meditation and in my yoga from my ex-husband from a long time ago that I didn't even look into. And if we're talking about vibrations, we can also talk about sort of psychology. They kind of go hand in hand, where the human brain cannot process very big loads of information. If not, it goes into complete shock and it shuts down. And our brain is our center. And if our brain is our center, it uses these primitive notions and these primitive ways of keeping us alive and surviving through very traumatic experiences. So when we go through any kind of trauma, the release of this information goes slowly. Energetically, we call it shadow work, and we also call it dancing with your demons, like dealing with your demons, or dancing with your demons is what I like to call it. It's shadow work. The only way out is through. So I keep getting all these headaches, and I keep getting all this body aches and exhaustion, and I feel it in my bones. And I've been forced to become extremely present, and I've been forced to do a lot of work that requires me to be right here in this very present moment. And I started doing daily morning meditations with this book right here, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's the Daily Stoic. Marcus Aurelius is on here, and a lot of really great Epictetus, Seneca, their daily meditations that bring you back to center and bring you back to what your focus is, to bring yourself to self-love.
Can you go away, please?
What the fuck is self-love? Self-love,
Bentley, can you go away? Can you please go away?
Becoming
can you go away, please? Stop fucking staring at me. I got nothing for you. Fuck off, bro.
Through the connection of self. And the way we do that is by silencing the mind. by silencing the mind. The name of the book is right here, The Daily Stoic. This is the version that I got. It's by Ryan Holiday. And it suggested that you start on the date that you open the book. So they're all dated. I haven't done this morning's yet because this message was so strong. And I have been doing a lot of work with a lot of gurus and some of the divine sisters that I have. And the divine message that we have as a collective is we are suffering. We've been suffering for a very long time. If we bring ourselves back to our awareness into why it is that we're suffering, and we focus on doing the shadow work, and I have a class that starts next week. It's free. It's hosted here on Instagram. It's participate as you can with a live meditation in the middle of the week, and where we are going to focus on I am statements. And an I am statement is a very powerful thing. All my pages are I am I. I am I as I am I. But I am I as I am is part of a collective, of a bigger idea of the connection that we all have as human beings through vibrational existence. I cannot exist without you. You cannot exist without your neighbor. We are all a collective. When society first began, we were all traders and whatever it was that we did best. If I planted potatoes and you had meat, or if I lived by the river and you lived in the desert, we exchanged and we connected as human beings. And the powers that may, the divine, the ascended ones, they come through very strongly lately to me, and it's an overwhelming feeling. So your divine message for today, carrying you through to the new moon, which is this week, is the Libra full moon left us feeling a little bit uncomfortable in our own skin. It made us feel as if we did something horribly wrong, and it brought back a lot of the heavy pain that we felt as children and in our current situations, and it brought us very much to awareness. Your goal moving forward is to continue to bring yourself to the current awareness, to your current awareness, by taking time to inhale and exhale and disconnect from the distractions of society and bring love back into your life. And therefore you are bringing your life to a higher vibration by bringing love to others as you honor your pain. And by honoring your pain, you are dancing with your demons and tucking them in by looking at them and saying that they did not destroy you today and they will not destroy you tomorrow. I watched a video that I posted on my feed that I'm going to try to post on my story, that I'm going to try to post on my feed, about a guitar player that was in Egypt, and what he did was play music during the massive chaos of the people that were fighting against oppression, and they tortured him and they tasered him until his skin was on fire because they were trying to break his spirit. And what he said was, it's a symbol of my fight for the right to be free, to not be oppressed. The best way to start to let go of oppression is with self, by connecting to your divine power that you carry inside your chest, and by listening to your body when it tells you to stop. And this new moon in Aries coming up on Monday, you have to start making wishes for a better life for yourself and for the collective. I know your current situation feels like it's impossible and endless, but have the faith to know that yesterday is past, today is present, and tomorrow anything can happen. You just have to ignite that fire within you and allow what is today. Allow the present moment. Allow. You inhale and exhale. You inhale life, and life is a lot more beautiful than the matrix wants you to believe. So going forward into this new moon, have the faith to know that you are exactly where you need to be today, but you're not exactly where you need to be tomorrow. and that anything can change in an instant. You want to bring love into every situation by healing and loving yourself first. I love you guys so much. I'm going to go meditate and bring myself back to the present moment and continue to connect and allow this divine ascension of power, because it's going to help all of you as well as myself to reach the love that we came here to experience. Inhale. Exhale. You're doing a fucking phenomenal job.